for this Tuesday afternoon, and the first of 8 about to get underway very shortly. And we'll have a look at runners at the start. We've got Floating Mountain drawn the inside. Is that a bid? And over Sun. They all end in Y. And Boots and All. Field of 5, standing start over to 1,720 metres. Couple of them just swinging away from the tapes at the start. Barbecue happening downstairs. Anyone wishing to get some food or drink? Head down there to see Mary and Steve. And they're all set. Trial 1. Tapes release and away. They've all stepped away safely. Slow to begin was Boots and All. The other 4 have began quite well, but the first to go up was Andover Sun. It stepped away pretty well, but it then broke up shortly after the start. It's back to last, and beginning quite nicely from out wide was They All End in Y, and was able to work to the lead from Is That a Bid second. Third, Floating Mountain, about 25 metres away to Andover Sun, and last of all at the rear of the field was Boots and All. Heading up to the top of the home straight, 11.5 was the lead time. They've got a lap and a quarter to go, and another galloper back in the field, and that was Floating Mountain. Andover Sun was checked trying to swing around it, and Boots and All is back last of all. They all end in Y, doing it well out in the lead. 30.4 the first quarter. Comes down to the winning post with a circuit to go. Sitting right on its back was Is That a Bid for Zach Phillips, about 15 metres away to Andover Sun, who was able to recover after that slow beginning, missing away. He was slightly checked in the home straight here the first time, but he's into third placing now, about 12 metres off the lead. Fourth was Floating Mountain, and about 20 metres away last of all, Boots and All. Second quarter, 32.2, so 62.6.5, and the pilot is They All End in Y. For the Michael Hughes trained runner, Rodney Petroff in the sulky leads by 4 metres. In second spot, Is That a Bid for Michael Hughes and Zach Phillips. Third, Andover Sun for Marie and John Caldo. And fourth was Floating Mountain for Graham Whittle. And last of all was Boots and All for Ginger Gleeson. They run along the back straight, 62.6 at half. They come up to the 400 metre mark, and They All End in Y. Travels well, leads by 5 metres, 30.7 off the back. And They All End in Y, leads 4 metres. Is That a Bid now? Comes to the outside with Andover Sun winding up. Going for a gallop there was Floating Mountain. They turned for home. It's They All End in Y, about to be joined by Is That a Bid? And Andover Sun is still coming. Is That a Bid? 2 metres in front. Andover Sun at the moment trying to pick up Is That a Bid, who's responding well. And Is That a Bid comes down and wins by 3 metres to Andover Sun. They All End in Y third. Fourth, a big gap to Floating Mountain, and Boots and All. Last quarter, 28.3. We'll stand by for the mile rate. And the quarters were 11.5 lead time, 30.4, 32.2, 30.7, 28.3, and a mile rate of 24.8. Number 2, Is That a Bid? Sitting behind the leader, finished off 2 strong from 3 Andover Sun, who was tardy away, or began well and then broke shortly after the start, and then had a little bit of a check at the top of the home straight with a lap to go. Recovered well to finish second. Third, They All End in Y, enjoyed a good run, just wasn't able to finish it off. Fourth, number 1, Floating Mountain, who made a couple of mistakes, and Boots and All, who was always well back throughout the trial. So 2, 3, 4, 1 and 5. 2, 3, 4, 1 and 5 are the numbers on the first trial of the day. The gross time was 2:13.4. Mile rate of 2:4.8. Last mile in 2:1.8 and 59.1 last half. And the margins were 2.5 metres by 19. 2.5 by 19 were the margins. So 2, 3, 4, 1 and 5. Winner number 2, Is That a Bid? Second, number 3, Andover Sun. Third, number 4, They All End in Y. Fourth, number 1, Floating Mountain. And fifth, number 5, Boots and All. Gross 213.4. Mile rate 24.8. Last mile 218. Last half 59.1. 2.5 metres by 19. 2.5 by 19 on trial number 1.